Elon Musk took over the first cabinet meeting of the Trump administration. Why was Elon Musk there? Why was he dressed like a little kid? Why was he giggling like a schoolgirl? Why was he saying things that don't make sense? Well, some questions you can only hope to answer. Elon Musk, here is video as he presides over the cabinet meeting, not really defeating allegations that he is the person truly in charge. And that is putting it charitably. Elizabeth Warren said, I don't even think that he's the co-president. I think he's just in charge. Take a listen.
And what is your target number for how many workers, employees you're looking to cut total?
We wish to keep everyone who is doing a job that is essential and doing that job well. But if the job is not essential or they're not doing the job well, they obviously should not be on the public payroll.
And what is your target number?
So Elon taking and answering questions. Now, maybe one of the most Kafkaesque moments was when Elon Musk admitted they accidentally stopped Ebola prevention, but then they noticed and they fixed it. And this is part of Elon's very honest, listen, we're going to make some mistakes, but the point is we're going to fix the mistakes as well. We will set fires, but then we will put them out and we will say to you, tell us how great a job we are doing at putting out fires that we set to begin with. What a world.
And I should say, we will make mistakes. We won't be perfect, but when we make a mistake, we'll fix it very quickly.
Right.
So, for example, with USAID, one of the things we accidentally canceled very briefly was Ebola, Ebola prevention. I think we all want Ebola prevention. So we restored the Ebola prevention.
It's a very interesting pronunciation also, Ebola, but I don't even want to focus on that.
Immediately. And there was no interruption. But we do need to move quickly if we're to achieve a $1 trillion deficit reduction in financial year 2026. It requires saving $4 billion per day, every day.
And it's not going to happen. I hate to tell you, it's not going to happen. You know, it's funny. We act shocked when people just do the same thing they've always done. This whole we accidentally got rid of the wrong stuff, the wrong people. It's the same thing that happened when Elon bought Twitter and made it X and tweets became excretions. And he went holy hell on engineering. And then all of a sudden they had no one who even knew the infrastructure of the site. And in a panic, there's a story about it actually in books that have been written about the Elon purchase of Twitter. I forget what books, but was it Ben Mesrich or was it, I don't remember. In any case, there are stories about how after firing way too many engineers, they needed to, on like a Friday night, start just rehiring people and saying, we need you to fix this like right now. It's the exact same thing that's happening with Doge. What a shock. The same stuff that happens with Elon Musk's companies is happening when he gets his hands on the government. So he seems to be in charge. Absolutely. Now, in another moment that's reminiscent of when Saudi women are asked, you love covering your entire body and face with black fabric, don't you? Yes, I do like it. Trump goes, anybody in my cabinet worried about Elon being here? Anybody worried about Elon's presence? And nobody says a word. And we're supposed to accept that as proof that everybody thinks this is a good idea.
You could ask me or Elon. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Musk. I just wanted to ask you that President Trump put out a Truth Social today saying that everybody in the cabinet was happy with you. I just wondered if you had heard otherwise, and if you had heard anything about members of the cabinet who weren't happy with the way things were going, and if so, what are you doing to address those any dissatisfaction?
Elon, let the cabinet speak just for a second. Anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, we'll throw him out of here. Is anybody unhappy?
This is not a group of hostages. This is a group of people who can speak freely. You imagine for a moment if Bobby stands up and says, I think this guy's presence here is completely farcical. Elon Musk should have nothing to do with these cabinet meetings. How long do you think Bobby Kennedy Jr. lasts as Secretary of Health and Human Services? And so this is why it's sort of like when we hear, oh, no. Just go and ask Saudi women in Saudi Arabia. do you like having to dress like this? And they'll tell you, we love it. Go in Moscow and ask people, do you like what Putin is doing? And they'll go, oh yeah, I love it. Absolutely. And they go, see, look, they love Putin. They absolutely love the guy. Not exactly a group that is positioned to speak freely. And then finally, Elon Musk saying, we are trying to figure out, are there dead people or people that don't exist that are currently collecting government paychecks?
Are there about half of the government employees so far appear to have responded to your request for what they've been doing over the past week? Is there a timeline in place for next moves for people being fired, and when can the American people expect to see results of that?
Yes. Well, to be clear, I think that email perhaps was best interpreted as a performance review, but actually it was a pulse check review. Do you have a pulse? Do you have a pulse and 2 neurons? So if you have a pulse and 2 neurons, you can reply to an email. This is, I think not a high bar, is what I'm saying. This is, anyone could accomplish this. But what we are trying to get to the bottom of is we think there are a number of people on the government payroll who are dead, which is probably why they can't respond.
They also might not be able to respond because Kash Patel told them, do not respond to this email. And because other managers, supervisors, and government heads said, do not respond to this email. It is as chaotic as you think. But now let's dig into the substance of what Doge is supposedly accomplishing. It is evaporating into thin air. Did you know that an estimated 5 billion plastic hand soap and cleaning bottles are thrown away every year? Our sponsor, Blueland, is on a mission to eliminate single-use plastic by reinventing cleaning essentials to be better for you and better for the planet with the same cleaning power that you're used to. The idea is super simple. Blueland offers refillable cleaning products with a beautiful, cohesive design that'll look great on your countertop. You fill your reusable bottles with water, drop in the tablets, wait for them to dissolve, and you'll never again have to grab the bulky cleaning supplies on your grocery run. Refills start at just $2.25. You can set up a subscription or buy in bulk for additional savings. And Blueland products are independently tested to perform alongside major brands. They are free from dyes, bleach, and harsh chemicals. From cleaning sprays to hand soap, toilet bowl cleaner, laundry tablets, all Blueland products are made with clean ingredients you can feel good about. Blueland is trusted in over 1 million homes, including mine. I've been using the Blueland dish detergent and the toilet bowl cleaner for a while. Couldn't be happier. And you'll get 15% off your first order at blueland.com/Pacman. The link is in the description.